So let's dive into copyright. So, copyright allows the creator of a work to have freedoms in reproducing and distributing their goods. I'm going to use books as an example this entire time, because I think it's the easiest to kind of manifest in our brains. But books can be reproduced, right? Books can be distributed. That's why books are copyrighted. So, for a work to be copyrightable, it must be created as a novelty, a new idea transpiring as a fixed tangible good, meaning it needs to be written down, it needs to be printed, right? That's the same idea again with books. You can have three different rights that kind of transpire from copyrights: reproduction right, right to reproduce, right, distribution, let's just distribute it, and then public perform. It's just interesting. It's more of like people being able to literally publicly perform your ideas. This might go into plays, movies, different things like that. Okay. The lifespan of copywriting has changed a lot over the years, but now, currently, they're made for hire works that can last 95 years after publication or 120 years after the date of creation, right? That's how long they'll be copyrighted until. And then also, there's just a base right that lasts the life of the author plus 70 years. So it's kind of mixed between the two. And then I do need to go into fair use. So, fair use can be defined as the limited use of copyrighted materials with transformative results, right? As it says, it's adding one's own beliefs or ideas. This originated from the Statute of Anne, the very first law for copyright in the world. There's a lot of gray area, though, with this idea of fair use, and what even does it mean to be formative, right? And so that's why there's kind of an unclear definition. But there is four key defining characteristics to copyright. The first is that it needs to be transformative, like how it's kind of explained what I've talked about above. Second, there needs to be a specific nature of the work. Third, there's importance on how much of the work was used. This goes into quantitative and qualitative use. So quantitative refers to the numerical amount of information used, right, and borrowed. Qualitative refers to the meaning, right? If I'm using the most important parts of work, that would probably be heavy on qualitative use. And then lastly, it's the derivative, right? If it's for informational purposes versus if it's for commercial purposes.